obviously it's very special with someone who I've come close with over my career here, and even before college, just being from the same area and growing up playing against each other in high school. And we haven't really talked about got to be our last one. I think we both understand that, and just gonna go out and play as hard as we can, and hopefully help our team do really well.
Then for guys who got through the knack of the start and stuff, coming on strong, what's made you guys come on so strong? And do you ever think performance would get up to a quicker start?
I think just more the maturing process of the three younger players, and obviously Vince won up in Ohio State later in the spring. I think that was great for his confidence, and then I think the playoff at ACCs was also another big moment for the two freshmen, kind of feeling like they were a big part of a win like that, and being in a pressure situation. I think that was a good, not necessarily practice, but a good thing to go through before we get to NCAAs, where there's kind of like that match play feel like we had there in the playoff, and we'll have that hopefully if we get to the round 8.
Two freshmen and a sophomore behind you and Alex. It's not a lot of experience, but you guys kind of help them grow up. How have you grow up, and have you seen them grow up?
Well, I think the way that Coach Huffler and Coach Webb run the program with qualifying and having to go earn your spot, and being in pressure situations like when we're home, prepares you for the end of the year and the postseason when it gets the most pressure. And I don't know if Ollie and I have done something specifically to help them, but I think just maybe them watching us and seeing how we carry ourselves, and just based on all the stuff we've been through, it might help them out a little bit. And obviously Coach Huffler and Coach Webb have been through this before many times, and I think they have been great for them, and I think it's just going to be a great week.
For you guys as a team, what would be a good result?
Obviously to win. Yeah. I mean, we don't get there for second. So, our team is different than last year.
Right.
We were a lot older. But, kind of like the whole thing goes, like just because names in the bag change, the big one doesn't, and the expectations of our program are to compete at the highest level. And obviously Ollie and I are going to have to play well for us to do that, and we understand that. And but those three guys behind us are very capable of coming in with a number any day, so that's a good feeling to have.
How do you prepare those guys who have been there before? What do you tell them about what it's like to
Yeah, it's just going to be a long week, and it's hard to. The most pressure-packed day is the third day of regionals until you get to nationals, and I think us going through that and being outside the number in the final 9 holes, and them kind of experiencing that. We talked about it doesn't get more stressful than that. So again, kind of going through the playoff ACCs, winning that, and getting through the third day of regionals, I think it's the best prep they could ever have for three guys who have, like you said, have not played as much as Ollie and I have.
Did you allow yourself or have a moment of, we're outside the number, we might not make it, or any sort of negative thing, or just realizing kind of what was at stake?
Yeah, Ollie and I knew when we were on hole, there was a backup. I was on 13T, and I saw him on 12 green, and I just knew he made a bogey, and I saw from the scoreboard that we fell like 6 or 7. And we kind of looked at each other and knew what was going on, and from there on in, I think we made 7 birdies from the two of us. It was a great finish.
So all it took was a glance, huh?
He was sitting down. Like I said, there was a backup, and I was walking to my ball in 13 fairway, and we kind of looked over each other, and it was either we knew we had to do, because I think ETSU and maybe Georgia were 2 or 3 ahead of us at the time, and it was kind of a hard stretch of holes too coming up. One that personally I hadn't played well all week, but was able to make some birdies. And
how do you approach just that kind of realization or reality that it is the two of you that kind of have to be the anchors on this team?
Very comfortable with that, and kind of like I said about the way the coach runs the program with qualifying and having to earn your spots and know that you have to go play well when it matters. Going through that for 4 years and playing in the biggest situations, whether it be at Crab Apple couple NCAAs or through all these regionals and nationals last year in Kansas. I think all that kind of adds up to give you a lot of confidence. I know, at least for me, it does, knowing that we've kind of seen the hardest days and made it through it. And obviously having a friend like Ollie and a player like him who you can count on obviously helps tremendously as far as going into a big tournament like this. And there's no question that he's going to play well.
Ollie was saying that you guys